New this morning, the bitter cold temperatures continue in our area, but in the district, some students are having to layer up while inside the classroom. Parents at Lorraine H. Whitlock Elementary School in Northeast say the heat has been out for weeks. Now they want answers from school leaders. Marcella Robertson is live in Northeast this morning with the latest. Marcella.
Allison, good morning to you. With temperatures this cold, you can imagine how this has parents really upset. They say that this has been an issue going on for weeks and that some days the temperature inside the building has dropped into the 50s. Keep in mind, this is the same elementary school that just underwent a $45 million renovation. And I've got to tell you, within the last 30 seconds or so, two contractors just pulled up that say heating and repair on the outside of it. So potentially looking into this issue here again. So we were there in September for that ribbon cutting for this brand new school when that was all revealed, and just a few months into the school year now, students are having to deal with these cold temperatures. They're bundled up because the heat is out. Now, Valerie Jackson, she is the PTO president. You'll hear from her in just a moment, but she says she reached out to DCPS when she first noticed that this was a problem, but never got a response. The Department of General Services, they oversee work orders and all the maintenance requests for DC schools and all the buildings, and I checked their dashboard, and a work order for heating issues for the entire building here has been open since January 8th, and it is still open this morning.
I think it's ridiculous. You know, it's going to be hard for them to concentrate. You got the children sitting in there with coats and gloves and hats and stuff on. How are you supposed to operate like that? They're not focusing at all. Because it's so cold, a lot of them just want to sleep. You know, they're like, I just want to rest because the temperatures are really overwhelming to them.
And we, of course, reached out to DCPS yesterday morning. A spokesperson shared a letter that went out to families yesterday afternoon after our inquiry. That letter says that contractors have been brought out, repairs are underway. It also let parents know that heaters would be distributed to make sure that students are comfortable until this issue is fixed. Now, Jackson also tells me that students, they have started a petition on their own to get this issue addressed. Nearly 130 students, staff, and parents have signed it so far. Now, of course, a big part of the kind of question and frustration here is that the school just underwent millions of dollars in renovations. So people are wondering how could an issue this big happen when millions of dollars have just been poured into the school. We asked that, and according to DGS, that sometimes with new HVAC systems, it can take up to a year for them to be balanced out. But of course, it is still uncomfortable for the people who have to be inside this building. Jackson says she is happy to hear that heaters will be distributed and is looking forward to a permanent fix here. Of course, we'll stay on top of this for you. But that's the latest here in Northeast. Back to you.
All right, Marcella, thank you so much.